Good evening, everyone. First Alert Storm Team meteorologist Joseph Williams with your Valley News Now evening update, your Valley News Now tonight, tomorrow forecast. And the gist is we're getting a break from the active weather tonight, but tomorrow is a First Alert weather day because we're tracking another round of snow and wind for your St. Patrick's Day, and it's going to cause some impacts. So let's get right to the forecast to show you what I'm talking about. Tomorrow, St. Patrick's Day, is a First Alert weather day because we're looking at some light snow accumulation with higher amounts in the northern areas than in the southern areas, and some strong wind gusts, which will cause some blowing and drifting snow. We're also looking at a chance of freezing rain tomorrow evening as well, and that's going to lead to some slick roads, low visibility, and travel impacts. Here's the culprit: complex low pressure system moving into Canada from the Pacific, and it's moisture laden. You can see rain and snow showers stretching along its warm front right down into the Rockies as the warm front associated with the system gets closer to our region. That warm front will basically push ahead of it a swath of snow into our region, sort of like a snowplow, if you will. And looking at tonight's forecast, again, we're going to get a break from the active weather. We're going to stay dry heading into the overnight hours, but we'll see cloud cover building ahead of our next weather maker. And look at this, by around 6 to 7 o'clock, that's when we'll see those first snowflakes moving into the Devils Lake Basin and James River Valley. Also notice those green barbs. Those indicate wind gusts associated with that front. And that means winds picking up from the south. And those wind barbs, they're occurring around that same time that the snow is falling. So that means blowing snow as the snow ends up falling from the sky. As we head into late morning, the swath of snow moves into eastern North Dakota. By midday, the swath of light to moderate snowfall is impacting all of eastern North Dakota and portions of the Red River Valley, with snowflakes starting to move into northwest Minnesota by midday. By around 3 o'clock, the swath of snow has moved east from eastern North Dakota into the Red River Valley and northwest Minnesota. So northwest Minnesota will start seeing snow coming down during the early afternoon hours. And thereafter, we'll see that snow lingering in northwest Minnesota up until late evening. By around 9 to 10 o'clock, any leftover snowflakes will be out of northwest Minnesota. So to recap, between early morning to mid-afternoon, snow will fall in eastern North Dakota. The timeline for the Red River Valley is between mid-morning to early evening, and the timeline for the snow in northwest Minnesota is from late morning into mid-evening too. So this is an early morning to mid-evening event in terms of snowfall taking place. How much snow are we looking at? Well, not much in the southern areas, probably about an inch or so on I-94. South of I-94, less than an inch. About 2 to 3 inches in the central and northern valley, with pockets of 3 inches or more in the northern valley. So the further north you go, the more snow you're looking at, but we're not looking at much snow accumulation taking place. So that is something to consider. We're not looking at much snow accumulation taking place in the process. So it's looking to be again, it's not as active as it was just a few days ago, but the point is we're looking at light snow accumulation of at least 1 to 3 inches of snow across our region. What about the winds? Well, I mentioned that the winds will be coming in at the same time the snow is falling, and that's going to cause some problems. Let's look at our wind gust planner to show you what I'm talking about. Winds will pick up from the south and eastern North Dakota between late morning and early afternoon. By midday, we're looking at wind gusts above 30 miles per hour in eastern North Dakota. Those strong winds spread into northwest Minnesota during the afternoon hours, and thereafter it's not until the evening hours that the winds end up dying down. So again, we're tracking light snow accumulation with a chance of freezing rain heading into late evening tomorrow after the snow pushes on out. That freezing drizzle alone could lead to a few more slick spots on the roads. And we're also looking at strong winds too, which could cause blowing snow and travel impacts. Ultimately, if you're in, say, Fargo, for example, where during the afternoon hours we'll see peak gusts above 30 miles per hour, and those winds slowly dying down as we head into tomorrow evening, you're going to want the VNN First Alert Weather app handy as we track the snow and wind, and make sure to have a weather plan in place in case you have any St. Patrick's Day plans, in case you have a party to go to for St. Patrick's Day. Aside from that, we're looking at cold temperatures heading to tonight, single digits in Fargo. Northern areas looking at temperatures near zero for the morning commute, and we only warm up into the upper teens to low 20s tomorrow afternoon as that warm front gets closer to our region and warm air lifts in from the south. But still going to be chilly out there. Ultimately, though, the main issue will be that falling snow and the strong winds expected, which will lead to some travel impacts. So keep the VNN weather app handy as we track the snow and wind for your St. Patrick's Day. I'm getting off of here, but we'll be back on Valley News Live at 9. Chief Meteorologist Russ Thomas will be on Valley News Live at 10, and Assistant Chief Meteorologist Lisa Green will be on Valley Today. And you can also get the latest weather information on the VNL First Alert Weather app, so make sure to stay notified. In the meantime, getting off of here, thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful night.